Greetings, fellow journeyers. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel today, my Lioness Journey. And my name is Nechelle. And I have a question for you today. A question that when I ask you this question, I really want you to think about it. You know, don't blow it off and just come with the first thing that comes to mind. But I really want you to think about the question that I'm about to ask. And the question I have for you today is, are you the reason why you have not progressed? Basically, are you in your own way? It is very, very easy, in my opinion, for us to see all of the outside external factors to why we have not progressed or achieved something. So for example, I can't do it because I'm too old, or I don't have a car, or I don't have a babysitter, whatever that thing is. Whatever that goal is that we set for ourselves is very easy to point to all the external factors. But many times it's hard for us to see when it is truly us. Is it our way of perceiving the situation, or like our outlook on it? Is it the way that we perceive it? Is it our thought process? Is it our mentality about the way we perceive that thing? Is that truly what is in the way? And maybe because of how we're seeing it or perceiving it is the reason why the external factors are there. So, again, are you the reason why you haven't progressed in any area that you want to progress in? Are you in your own way? I want you to think about a goal or vision that you have had for many years. You've had for many years. And I want you to think about the excuses you gave as to why you have not accomplished these goals, or that goal, whatever that goal is. Let's stick with one. And so think about the excuses. My first question to you is, the excuse that you gave to it month one, is it the same excuse that you have now, however many years later? And have you gained more excuses as to why you have not accomplished that goal or that vision? To me, a common one that I've heard, I don't know if you all could agree with this, or if this is something that you've heard a lot of, but for people that want to go back to school that's older, and to me older, I'm going to just say past a 30-year mark. So they're older by this time. They may have started a family and they're working full time, and they'll say, I really want to go to school to start XYZ profession or career. I've always wanted to go back to college, or go to college, either finish it or just initially go for XYZ profession. But I'm older now. I haven't been in school in however many years, and when I was in school, I was terrible at math. And so, you know what? Who am I kidding? I'm too old, and besides, I wouldn't pass anyway because I'm terrible at math, and I'm not going to pass, and it's just way too many math classes. Well, the truth is, if you really want to go back to school, older or not, you could do that. If you really, in your heart, is something that, to me, when it's meant for you to do something, you can't shake it. It'll be like year one, and you try to forget about it and bury it, but it just keeps coming back. You can't shake it. To me, that's your heart's desire. It's like, no, there's something there. There's a reason why it keeps coming back. You keep excusing it and justifying it away. To that, I would say this. Number one, the way colleges are set up now, there are many colleges, and these colleges take into account that there are adult learners, meaning, older, not the traditional college age people that are going back to school, and they take into consideration that these people already have careers. Maybe they're wanting to advance in that particular career, or maybe they want a career change. And so a lot of these colleges are accommodating when it comes to when you could attend school. You have night school. If you work in the day, you have day school, which is, the traditional hours. You even have online courses that you could attend. You could attend a lot of classes live online, or you can work at your own pace and you just have to turn in your assignment by a certain day or a certain time. If you are weak in a certain area, like the example that I gave that I have heard countless times, if you are weak in math, they have tutors. Am I saying the tutors, Lord? I guess I'm saying it right. I don't know. Tutors. They have tutors at the colleges. They have tutors you could pay for it. They have people on YouTube posting videos about all types of math topics for free. That you just go on. It may not be your particular question that you're struggling with, but it may be a very similar formula, whatever it is that you're struggling with. And shoot, if you are of age where you have high school kids and you're going back to school, or high school grandchildren, call them up. Call your niece or your nephew, someone that's very strong in their math skills, and call them up. Hey, be like, hey, come over, I'll break you some brownies or something. I don't know. Get them over there, and that way you all can spend some quality time. They can have some brownies and they can help you with your math. What I'm saying is, for anyone that is in that position, change your thought process, change the way that you look at it. It is possible. The excuses that you're giving for why you're not doing it, more than likely is fear-based and it's not factual. I want you to know that your dreams are attainable. And now, here I go with another task. Here's something I want you to do for me, for yourself. Grab a notepad and a pen or a pencil. I want you to write down the goals, all right? At this point, write down all the goals that you have had. Year after year, you've had that same goal, but you have not accomplished it yet. Next to each goal, I want you to write down the reasons, the excuses that you gave as to why you could not, have not, and you just haven't accomplished it at this particular time. Then I want you to go to each excuse and have a keep it real moment and look at it and say, is this factual? Or are these excuses the way in which I'm perceiving it? Am I creating it or making it an obstacle? Or is this truly an obstacle, truly an excuse, like a valid excuse? Let's say I'll give you a generic excuse. Let's just say you just say something generic like, I'm just too busy. I would love to be able to start this class or go here or do that, right? Whatever this goal is. But I'm just too busy. Okay, now break down your schedule. Break down your schedule from the time you wake up to the time that you go to sleep. And when you write out your schedule for that day, check and see, for example, one that's common, that would be common for our era now. Do you spend 1 hour, an entire hour of your day on one social media platform, just browsing? And I'm not talking about you have to be on that social media platform because you're a business owner, some type of influencer, or whatever you do where you would be making some type of income, or you're doing something, for your job, something like that, right? I'm not talking about you have to be on that social media platform for that length of time because you're making money. It's benefiting you to be on there. But you're just browsing and laughing and whatever, and you're just doing that, and that's an hour. Okay, there's an hour of time, maybe not even that whole hour, but maybe you shave off and you say, well, I'm only going to allow myself 15 to 20 minutes of this social media platform that I just love so much. And now I just freed up, 40 minutes that I can use towards the thing that I want to accomplish. Also, are you like how I used to be? Maybe still a little bit, a control freak. Like, you just have to do everything. Look at the things that you're doing, and you're just trying to do everything, because you shouldn't do that to yourself. Like, for example, if you have teenage kids in the house and you're working and then you're cleaning everything and you're doing all the cooking, and you have able-bodied teenagers, give them chores. If they're teenagers, by now they're old enough to clean their own room and wash and fold their own clothes. You know, teach them how to do things to help out with cooking. Teach them maybe how to prep some vegetables or something like that, to help you to be able to have the time. Like, delegate those tasks so that you can free up the time to do the things that you want to do. I am willing to bet you, for those of you that use the excuse that I'm just too busy, that there's a way that you can carve out or shave some time to do the thing that you want, if you just change the way you see it and you're willing to not control everything. Like, you're willing to say, okay, I'm going to trust someone else to do these things or to do these tasks. Or for me, I can find myself, I love playing games and before I know it, I've been playing the game for 30 minutes and I'm like, whoa, because I could just get lost, because I'm like, I could be getting beat on a level and I'm like, you will not defeat me. And I'm taking it personal, but before you know it, there's 30 minutes of my time that I could have been doing something productive, you know. So I could shave that to, like, you know what, I'm only going to play this game for 10 minutes. Let me take these 20 minutes to do something, to work on a goal, something that I've been wanting to accomplish. So that is something that's an example to give you, or some things that you can do. So look at each excuse and break it down and say, is it the way that I'm viewing this? Am I the reason why? Are these excuses truly valid, or am I the reason why I am not accomplishing this goal because of what I'm not willing to do, or fears, or thinking that I'm not capable of this or that, and I'm not even giving thought to, okay, I may not know it, but someone else knows. And I have access to these people, especially with us having access to the internet. After you have gathered all the information from doing that evaluation, like after you've gone through your excuses, take that information and make the necessary changes and steps towards accomplishing your goals. So I hope you found today's message beneficial, and if so, please give me a thumbs up. If you feel like someone else would benefit from this message, please forward them this video. If you feel moved in your heart, if you like messages like this, I am on a personal self-love, self-accountability healing journey. I am healing from abuse and challenging myself to love myself more, and I'm on that type of journey. Therefore, I post those type of videos. And I absolutely love encouraging and motivating other souls to do so. I feel like that's one of the purposes of why I'm here. And so if you enjoy that, you enjoy videos like that, and you feel like you could use some encouragement or motivation from time to time from your local lovely stranger, then feel free to subscribe. So I thank you all so much for stopping by and watching today's video, and I will chat with you all in a new one. And bye-bye for now.